Hello and welcome back to Rosselen Eats, where today we are making menma, which is a Japanese marinated bamboo shoot, which you then have with ramen balls. It's absolutely delicious and very easy to make. First thing you're going to make is a dashi, which is a kind of flavored stock. And to do that, you have 600 milliliters of water, and we're going to switch this on as well. And to that, you're going to add in about half a spring onion. The part of the spring onion you want is the white part. That's going to add all the flavor. You can reserve the green part for making a ramen ball, and into the water it goes. Then you want a small knob of ginger, about this big. Just cut it in half. And again, into the stock it goes. A small piece of garlic, just give it a quick little bash, and into the stock. One small shiitake, and it goes. We're going to keep that shiitake and use it in the ramen tomorrow as well. And then the most important part of the dashi is konbu. We've got a piece which is about this size, which also goes into the stock. And you're going to bring this to a simmer and let it simmer for 10 minutes and then remove the konbu. And then after that, we'll start adding in chatu or seasoning liquid, as well as the bamboo, and then we'll let that simmer again for 25 minutes. So I'll see you in 10 minutes time. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes now of the liquid seasoning, and we're going to take out the konbu or the seaweed. You know that it's ready to take out when it starts to feel slimy in your hand. That's kind of when it's given all it's got to give, and that's when it's perfect to take it out. So the next thing you want to do is add in the chatu liquid. Now normally a chatu is made when you've been simmering pork bones or chicken bones or any sort of bone into a mix, so we're kind of making a make to deconstructed version using vegetable stock in order to keep this nice and vegetarian. So the first thing you're going to do is you're actually going to add your bamboo shoots. What you're going to do is you want to keep the liquid if you have it as well, or you're adding rinsed bamboo shoots, which is 240 grams, and that goes straight into the pot. Then the next thing you want to do is add 60 milliliters of soy sauce, 40 milliliters of mirin. You have an optional extra as well of adding in sake or dry sherry or shaoxing. And for this you want to add 30 milliliters. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 10 grams of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vegetable stock powder, and lastly, as an optional extra, you can also add katsuobushi, which is also known as bonito flakes. It is basically shavings of a dried tuna. But if you want to keep this completely vegetarian, feel free not to add this in. If you are going to add it in, you're going to add in 2 handfuls of this. So there's the first handful. And then just give this a stir around, and you want to let it simmer for 25 minutes. Welcome back. We have now simmered the menma for 25 minutes and then allowed it to cool down to room temperature over the last couple of hours or so. And now we're ready basically to put it into our containers and then pop it into the fridge. And then it'll take about 24 hours or so for all the flavors to really soak into the bamboo shoots. And then at that point, it's ready to eat and delight in. So we're just going to spoon it into our containers now. And there's no need to remove any part of the liquid whatsoever, or any of the ingredients of it. Wonderful. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Until then. It's been 24 hours since we've been marinating the menma, which means they're absolutely perfect and ready to start eating. So we're also going to show you what you can do with the menma to put together a very quick and easy instant ramen noodle bowl. Just using any old packet of instant ramen noodles, we've gone for a sesame one, which is vegetarian. We're also going to pair the menma with the soy marinated eggs. Quickly stir fry some mushrooms, some scallions, some sesame seeds, of course the instant packet of noodles. That easy, that quick, takes just a moment to put together. The very first thing to do is to taste the menma. The way it's marinated come through, it's very nice. It's also nice and crisp. It's just going to go great on these noodles. So let's put them together. A nice easy trick once you've got your noodles in the bowl to make them look even neater and tidier. So just lift them up and then fold them over yourself. And it just makes a nice little platform to put everything else on top of as well. Got some mushrooms for you. Plenty of mushrooms. Going with 2 of these eggs. Chopped scallions. And that's pretty much it. Super simple, super quick, absolutely delicious, turns a pretty much unhealthy meal into a much more substantial and healthier meal. We can't wait to dig in, the both of us here. Oh, and as a quick tip to mention before I go, with the marinade from the Menno mix, what is great as well is to put a few tablespoons into your instant ramen. It will change and alter the flavor, but will make it even that bit more special. So we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until next time. Ah, you caught me trying to get more of our secret ingredient.
And what's that?
Well, garlic. You know, we love to use lots of it in our recipes.
Why is that? You a vampire hunter?
No comment. But while you're there, why don't you smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.